Hello everybody. Start now in a second. Hello everybody. Hello, hello. Nearly ready to go. Give me 1 second here. Sound okay? All good? The visuals might get better at some point. I don't know. The last stream looked pretty crisp and I haven't done anything, so. Hello everybody. All good? Yeah, I figure I might as well stream this one as well. Probably going to be coming in a bit lower now, but I gotta sit back in my chair. Yeah, I finished this one the day after I was streaming last. So I think it's overall it's easier than the previous one. But there are some parts of it that are harder, I think. Some parts of it that are more annoying towards the end. So, might not make it. It was a 1 credit clear last time, so I'm hopeful I'll be able to finish this one on stream. But I don't feel like I'm under any pressure, because I've already done a 1cc. So, all good. I'm just going to give it a go. Probably get pretty deep into the game anyway. And, yeah, hopefully I'll finish it. I'm not going to stream for too long. I know I always say that, but this time I mean it. I'm gonna try and stick to it. So we'll finish this. Maybe play some Sonic and Knuckles afterwards. Maybe. But play some of this and then that's that. I don't know that there's much point in me playing this game again, but I figure since I finished the last one on stream, I should probably do that with this one while it's relatively fresh in my memory. No, I haven't actually played the arcade Shinobi. I noticed it's I was browsing the Switch eShop last night and I noticed that it's on there, so I might give it a go there. Can clear that guy in 2 hits if you do it right. It was a bit slow on the jump. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, it's okay. Reasonably okay. Pretty sure I did or do have something, but I'm not leaving any conclusions about it being the coronavirus. Whatever it was mild anyway, and I think I'm over the hump, so... One of the most annoying things about this game is they changed how the double jump works, which I think is an improvement compared to the previous game. It feels a bit more natural to me. But if you start playing it after having played the last one, it really messes with you. Because they're very different, the way you have to do the double jump. It's restrictive as well, but in a different way. It's like, it's kind of the opposite. In the last one, you had to hold jump really high and then tap right, like in really quick succession. Whereas this one punishes you for doing that. It actually fails to do a double jump if you do it quick. Here. Well, that worked that time. No, you'll have to take my word for it. Basically, you have to kind of leave a little gap in your button presses. So it has messed me up on more than a few occasions. You're more acrobatic in this one. I prefer the controls of this one, but I think it has worse level design. If you're wondering what I think of these games, I would probably put the second one above this one. Maybe I could see this one maybe holding up better on higher difficulties though, where it's a bit more challenging. So I suppose I should do that at some point, but I'm probably just going to move on to the PS2 one after this. Yeah, I think you're right about it being the falling animation is the trigger. But then when you are in the falling animation for more than a second or something, you're locked out of a double jump. So there's this window on it that's awkward. I found it particularly awkward in the final stage when you're outside hanging onto this stuff. I found it really awkward there. There's quite a few auto-scrollery bits in this one. There's at least 3. There's this, and then there's an elevator, and then a surfboard thing. None of them are particularly good. That's it already. Onto the boss now. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. Is that my... Yeah, it's my power gone already. It's a shame. Yeah, I heard that rumor about Sony, but I don't know if I buy it. Oh wow, I was able to kill him really quick by getting the melee off on him. That's quicker than I've done it with the... I kept the power one time. And that's quicker than that attempt, so... There must be a pretty big boost to the melee attack. think they tried too hard to go for the spectacle? Kind of, yeah. I think the level design just needed a lot more work. Like, this is a perfect example. Look at this. You can just stand here, and then you just throw a kunai as soon as they appear. I know somebody pointed out yesterday, or the last time I was calling them shurikens. It's because I thought they were referred to by that name in the game somewhere, but I was wondering about that as well. They look like kunais. But yeah, if you just stand there, you just hit them. There's no challenge to it, you know? The level design needs to have some kind of foil to it. Some kind of trick. And so often the solution is just like that. And you know, the second game was bad in a way as well, because a lot of the time you just end up hitting things off screen. You know, you kind of hit a sweet spot where they can't hit you, and you can hit them, and yeah, it's not like the second game was amazing in that regard either. But there's another little that first death, yeah. There's another little trick to the controls that caught me out there. If you're hanging on to something, you have to be holding up when you press jump, or else nothing happens for no reason, you know? Of course, when you press the jump button, you want to jump, but no, it's not good enough. You have to see pressing jump, hammering the jump button. Hammering the jump button. Nope, gotta hold up. Okay, I didn't know that could happen. Yeah, it got me again, even though I was just talking about it. It's just the kind of thing, once you've been playing for a little bit, you get back into the groove with it, you know? But awkward. It's 2 fucking lives gone already for no reason. The next bit is... no, not this bit. There's a tricky bit coming up where you have to do a wall jump, and I always get hit by the guy. I'd like to keep my power for the boss if I can. Try and do a dive kick on him. Oh, there we go. Alright, not so bad, not so bad. Another interesting thing I noticed about the game, actually would have happened earlier, I wasn't paying attention, but it would have already happened on the stream, is if you get 2 power-ups, once you finish the level, it's taken away from you. So there's no incentive for you to try and hang on to a bonus power-up between stages or anything like that. The controls are reversed there, by the way, when the screen is like that. Yeah, so if you have 2, when you go into the next stage, you just have 1. And also, if you have 0, you have 1. So it's just reset to 1 at the start of the next stage. So there's no real incentive to hang on to them for a tough part or anything like that. This is another example of the poor level design, I think, because the start of the stage is very repetitive. Do I think Berserk had a bigger impact on Devil May Cry than Dark Souls? No, I wouldn't say so. I think that the tone, it's not... The tone of Devil May Cry isn't like Berserk at all, I think. I'm not playing Neo 2 because I can't be arsed dealing with all the inventory shit in that game, so... You know, you play an old game like this, and you just play the game. You don't have to play a menu as well. Any interest in Contra? Yeah, I was playing, somebody mentioned, last time I was streaming, somebody mentioned Contra Hard Corps, so I booted that one back up again. I didn't get far though. I think I might have beat it at one point in the not too distant past, but I forget. I think, because there's multiple routes, I think whatever route I took through the game was one of the simpler, easier ones. I didn't experiment or anything. No, I haven't seen that Oddworld video. There's a couple of people have linked it to me. This is the first time I ever kept my power up getting through there. Played the 3DS Shinobi game? No, I didn't even know there was one. Didn't even know there was one. I played the original Nier, yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. That might come in handy because the next boss can be annoying. Pretty sure it's only speculation that Babylon's Fall is the same director as Kenji Saito. Yeah, I only saw a few seconds of gameplay from it. I don't think it looked remarkable from those few seconds, but don't know, I'm not exactly writing it off just yet. I think I worked out the trick to not getting hit by this guy. It doesn't really work the way you would expect. It's basically just, if that cursor ever manages to touch you, you're fucked. But as long as it never touches you, you're fine. So, no, see, I'm gone. Yeah, there we go. He would have got me there. So I gotta be careful here. See, once you get around it, it doesn't really track you at the speed you're kind of worried that it would. Don't need that enough to go back for it. I never kept my power up for this boss, so I really want to do that because I don't like this one. All good now, I think. Yeah, nice. Well, like I said, there's no incentive for me not to use this, and I'm not looking to do any kind of challenge run or anything, so... No, I haven't played Ranger X before, at least not very far, so... I'm not going to stream my first go of it or anything. No, I never played Terraria. I've played Noita though, which I've been told is similar. In terms, I know they're very different games in a lot of ways, but this is actually some good level design here that I really like. The first time that one of them comes up behind you, there's a ramp which encourages you to move forward. That's good. It's clever. It introduces the threat without blindsiding you. It's nice. Ever thought of doing a tier list for various games you played? Yeah, the temptation is there, you know, but it's just... I don't think it's helpful. But I'm only human, so I do like to think about my preferences for things. I enjoy Noita, yeah. I do think it has some problems, though. My biggest problem with it, personally... Again, I'm just being the boomer here, you know? Giving out about menus and stuff. I think that the wand menu in Noita is really bad and could be a lot better. And would drastically improve the game immediately. So, for example... Like, you've got things on it that are pieces of text that just don't need to be pieces of text. Like, for example, whether a wand is shuffle or not. That should just be an icon. That should just be an icon, you know? And there's other ones as well. Like, instead of wand capacity 12, it should just show you 12 empty slots when you hover over it. And then you see it visually. The more information you can put in a really visual way, easily understood way like that, the better. I think there's really only about... Oh, fucking hell. There's really only about 5 things that would actually need to have numbers, text and numbers on them. I don't think I've ever had so few lives coming in here. That's okay. I found all the lives, or most of them anyway. I can't say it's all of them because I don't know the game that well, but I know there's at least one life in this level. I found a couple of others. I got it, my last run through this game, I got over 9 lives. And the counter changes to a greater than 9 symbol, which I thought was nice. They at least accounted for it. You know, most games it just goes up to 9 and they assume you understand that your lives are going up. Fucking hate these gargoyle guys. Awful. They start hitting you too early. Actually, isn't there something up here? Yeah. It's not a life though. Grab it anyway. Yeah, those gargoyle guys, awful. That's actually the part that I'm dreading the most, is a level where you're falling on a bunch of debris and those gargoyles are the biggest threat. That's a bomb. If you die wherever there's a life, you can just pick the life up again. Which is kind of dumb because if you earn points, you can just farm lives that way, you know? I'm not going to do that, obviously, but... Got any tips for getting friends into games? Some are reluctant to try anything. I think you should, it's too general a question. You need to kind of personalize it and find them something that you really think they'll enjoy. It can't just be like a generic recommendation of which games you think are good, you know? You gotta give them something that you think they'll enjoy. What do I feel about Digital Devil Saga? You can't put it down. Yeah, I like it. I think the encounter rate is too high. You know, it's basically a Shin Megami Tensei game with a different progression. It's almost like, I know it's not this, but it's almost like Shin Megami Tensei's take on Final Fantasy or something. So, it's interesting. The encounter rate is way too high, though. It's way too high. Hands are kind of cold. I really don't like this stage because it's all the background objects look the same, and then you have to try and consciously remember which ones you can touch and which ones you can't. Too impatient, as you can tell. Yeah, see, I thought I could walk through that. I know it's consistent. It's just annoying how similar they all look. Oh, I was reading the chat. I thought I was safe. No, I'm playing on a Mega SG. I love those frustrating damage loops in old games. Not great, but it should be enough to get me through this. Fucking again? Alright. I like this secret. Well, kind of. But it's kind of shitty, but I was pretty satisfied working out how to get through this gap. It's one of those things that's purely difficult just because they have a very specific trick in mind, and if you don't know it, you'll die. But I enjoyed working it out. Could use some health. I forget what's down there, but I'm not gonna go down. Could be a health pickup down there, but I'm not gonna get it. Actually, I don't think I've ever gone up on these lifts. I might as well check, right? Do at least one thing I haven't done before in this stream. Could be a life up here for all I know. Maybe it's just a way to skip the rest of the level. No! No, 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 no! Okay. Alright. So you can't grab stuff while you're in the twirl. If I knew that at some point, I've forgotten it. I want to know what's on that ledge. Something good. Too high? I haven't played Hagane, no. It's on my very, very big list of games to play. Fuck's sake. Try going this way instead. Oh. Okay, this leads to the same place anyway. Just need to do a dive kick here. Oh, okay. That it? That can't be it. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, that's okay. I want to get that bomb off screen because I think that eats that whole bridge. I think there might be more health over here on the right. Something over here. Yeah. The block button? Oh. It'll come in handy on the ledge level. I don't know. I didn't even know there was a block. It'll come in handy on that flying level, maybe? I haven't played Terra Enigma, no. No. I think there's a reason I haven't bothered with it, but I can't remember what it is. Something like it was only released in 50 hertz or something. Maybe there's a patched version. I don't know if I'm going to do Sonic and Knuckles. I might not. We'll see. I always stream for too long. You know, a nice hour-long stream. It's good. Although I haven't said anything of substance yet so far, so it's been a total waste of time, I think. Regardless of how long it is. How's everybody doing? All okay? I will keep it in mind, Luke. Thanks. I'll definitely try it out on that platforming level. All good. I gotta go right here first. I like that you can set the bomb off early by throwing a dagger. Well, actually, they got me with a trap in one of the final levels based on that. There's 2 boxes hanging from a ceiling. There's 2 boxes, and I just indiscriminately threw 2 daggers. I think there might be another life hidden in this area. Maybe. There's some reason to take this longer route, I think. Why did I do that? Maybe it's just daggers. Because you can just go straight up here. You don't need to go... Yeah. Nice. We might even get to greater than 9 lives. He was about to hit me there, I think. There we go. Oh. I think your question presents a logical paradox for me, Fabulous Knight. So if I was a robot, my brain would fucking explode right now. Is this the Godzilla one? Yeah, it is. There's the Matthew versus Owen battle you've all been waiting for. Technically I am a Shinobi because I have a secret identity. You know what I mean? I haven't been using the block. I think I might be through all the gargoyles now. There might be one left. Yeah. All good. I think that's it, anyway. There's a risky life here. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Alright, there's a risky life here. I will attempt to grab. I want to get greater than 9. So I just love that you can have greater than 9 lives, you know? The double jump could kill me yet. Yep. Haha. Oh no. Painful. Fucking painful. Here we go again. I was lucky to get through there on my first life because those gargoyles are a pain. Still have a chance to get greater than 9 lives. If that life is like all the other lives, it'll respawn. I think Shinobi or Ghosts and Goblins is more difficult. Ghosts and Goblins is more difficult, I think. Okay, they haven't been a problem now. This is one of those things that you just sort of jinx myself. Okay, that was close. That was close. One of those things that you just sort of gradually work out. Trial and error. It just goes into your brain where you have to stand. See, this is the bad thing. This is the bad thing about lives respawning, is that I kind of come out ahead now. You know what I mean? Because I have 9 lives again, and I have more points than I had before, which gets me closer to having another life. So that's a rule of thumb. If a game is going to give you lives when your points go up, then it shouldn't give you lives any other way. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. This boss might be really hard to no damage, but we're not doing that today, so. So it's basically impossible to die here. Granted, this is a stream, so probably gonna die immediately now, you know? But if he hits me here in the corner, it doesn't knock me off the ledge or anything. Ended up no damaging it anyway, so basically what I should have done is not say anything. And then I would have seemed cooler. Is he gone? He despawned or something? This is the Dust Forest level. Oh, forgot what room I'm in. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. There we go. Got it in the end. Okay, that might have saved me there. Oh, no. You actually respawn back in the room you were in. Which is pretty forgiving for an old school game like this. Just want to keep you in suspense about the greater than 9 until the climactic moment in the final stage, you know? There's a... If you go over there, you can get an extra power up, but it's really hard to keep, so away we go. Look who it is! Yeah, I actually think this is probably the hardest boss in this game, just like the last one, so... Oh, that went very smooth. This should be alright now. All good. Picture here is that picture is very Sekiro. Looks like that fucking. I mean, I know they're based on the same thing, obviously. You know. Is it already? It's already time for this. Wow. Yeah, this is one of the hardest rooms in the game, I think. This one claimed many lives from me, and it comes back to that double jump thing I was explaining. I find it very hard to do from the grapple, for whatever reason. So we could be in for some tragedy here. Also, just don't have patience for levels like this where you gotta wait for fucking ages. Sure, there's the speedrunner route through, you know, but can't say I'm quite there just yet. Yeah. Well, it's a sub 9. It's a sub 9 run, fellas. GG. I really don't want to do this fucking level. I don't like it. Gonna die again here, I can feel it. Oh! Oh, you do that right. It doesn't even have to be a double jump. Okay, I didn't even know that. No. I don't know why I find it so hard to double jump off those fucking things. Okay, let's give it a go now. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try and have a little bit of distance. Too soon. It's the worst part about these levels when you die. Impatient enough to do this fucking thing once, you know? It just gets worse every time. Can destroy the laser things? Okay. So you can. Okay, I'll do that on the last couple. I knew you could destroy those gas vents, but I didn't know you could do it for them. Still gonna fuck this up. There we go. Yeah! Alright. Oh, I forgot about this bit. Okay. Probably gonna take a lot of sloppy damage here, but... Down to 3 lives. The next part is hard as well, but then after that I should be able to get to the end. Platforming section is kind of hard, but... I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I might lose a couple of lives to it. The end boss is surprisingly easy. Although again, maybe if you're going for a no damage or whatever, it's... We're playing on a harder difficulty, it could be a lot harder. Huh. I didn't realize you had to jump up there. I didn't, Oh, I forgot they shoot 3. Found the best tactic is just to ignore those fucking things. Thought I was dead already. Yeah, I figured as much that you can block them. I'm just not used to using it, you know? I don't know where they're gonna spawn. I actually got through here on my first attempt last time, so I didn't really get a good feel for it. Some robot guys spawn around here. Take it slow and easy here. Alright. Alright. I like this stage. I think it can be kind of cheap at times, but it's fun. Like here, you can't see the railing you're supposed to grab until it's fucking you're already at it, and you have to be holding up on the D-pad to get it. Somebody didn't know I did a Breath of the Wild review. Fucking hell. Thanks, YouTube. Shoutouts to YouTube for not showing my videos to people who have subscribed. It's great. Appreciate it. Love getting messages from people. For months on end. Talking about, you know, how I haven't uploaded anything in 6 months, even though I put out a video last week. I never got that box before. I didn't even see it last time, so I want to know what's in it. How far has this sent me back now? Pretty far, it looks like. Yeah, I watched 6 Feet Under, yeah. It's good. I probably wouldn't ever go through it again, though. I don't know. I don't remember it that well because it was a long, long time ago. I watched it like over 10 years ago, I think. But it's a great finale. That's what sticks in my head about the show, the finale. But I don't know if the ride was actually worth getting there. I don't know if I would say to somebody, you gotta watch this one. It's the thing I like about something like The Leftovers is it doesn't outstay its welcome. Alright, you guys can decide. Do I ignore the box or do I get the box? You're all just gonna say get the box so I die, but I'll let you choose. What's it gonna be? Get the box. The box! The box! Oh yeah! Don't doubt. Don't fucking doubt me. This box killed me before. 3. We definitely could have got more than 9. There's a lot more lives in this game than I remember. Alright. Oh, well, good thing I got that life. This bit's annoying. I hate this bit. You're about to see like some really cheap shit. Look at where the camera is. I'm in the fucking top... not even quarter. I was gonna say quarter. I'm in the top 10% of the screen, for fuck's sake. Okay, could have gone a lot worse. Thank you, Megasonic. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thought I could avoid those shots there. Oh, there you go. Ta-da! That's it. Pretty disappointing last boss compared to the last one, but it is what it is. Will you play Doom Eternal? It needs like a Bethesda account or something, so I'm thinking I might just skip it. I can't be fucking bothered with all these accounts and shit. Gotta become a classic game review channel, you know? Just fucking can't be bothered, man. Shouldn't need a fucking extra account to play fucking Doom Eternal. You know I already streamed Streets of Rage, right? Did it in one credit clear. It's just on default settings, you know, but not bad. We didn't get to our greater than 9. Something for you to do, that's your homework. Get to more than 9 lives. I've shown you plenty of lives in this game. So, look at that. Not a great final boss, but that's pretty satisfying. Pretty satisfying. What does it take to become a real Shinobi? I think you just saw. I think you just found out. Thoughts on people asking for thoughts. It's don't know what to say half the time. RimWorld review? I haven't played it, so no. I was going to play a game like that, I would spend more time with Oxygen Not Included. I haven't spent nearly as much time with that one as I would like. Thoughts on thinking? It's overrated. Feel, man. Feel. Okay. Put aside the thoughts and feel for a change. Plan on streaming any RPGs in the future? I can't say I do. No, I probably should find a better middle ground game to stream. Something where I can talk to you a bit more often. Take my eyes off the screen, but don't think an RPG is the right one either. Has the quarantine changed your day today at all? No, it hasn't. Do you consider yourself the Bruce Lee of games? I think by asking that question you've shown that you do, and that's enough for me. What does Matthew mean? It means son of God. Or gift of God, I think? I think it means gift from God. Which, you know, I'm not making any judgment claims there, but, you know. Do you have a vitamin D deficiency? No, that's one of the perks of being a redhead. I generate my own. No thanks, I make my own. To be continued. Alright. Yeah, as usual, I feel like I have to stream a bit longer, so I'll give you some Sonic and Knuckles, will I? Let's see if my save is there. It should be. Oh, that PS5 thing is on in an hour. Yeah, I will finish up in time to watch that, so I might not get to stream all of Sonic and Knuckles. How professional is that, huh? Have my little interstitial and I just bring you straight back into the game. Smooth or what? For someone who doesn't stream a lot, you know what I mean? Fucking... yeah. Actually, thanks for reminding me. Somebody said stream to stream. I wish I had been streaming yesterday, right? I'm going to say something cynical here. I'm going to be cynical little fuck. I didn't do my E3 stream last year, so I get to get a little bit of this out of my system. Okay? Right? I was watching that indie thing. That indie stream. I kind of wish I had been streaming it, but it's only because my stunningly accurate cynicism would get the chance to be aired, right? I was watching that stream, the indie stream, yeah, the Nintendo indie stream thing that was on the other day, the Indie World thing, yes, right? And they had that. The first game up was Blue Fire, right? Now I know that this is not a. I'm not making a direct correlation here with this game, the Blue Fire game, right? Or, okay. But that one came on, and it has a kind of cutesy art style, kind of cutesy, you know, a little bit cutesy, okay? And then the next one comes on, Baldo, right? Now, before the actual gameplay was shown, okay? Before the actual gameplay was shown, I saw the logo of the game, and I said, in my mind, out loud, but in my mind, you know? In that way that you can talk to yourself like a madman all the time. I said out loud, every indie wants to be fucking Ghibli. I said in my head. And if I had been streaming, I know I would have said that. Every indie thinks they're fucking Ghibli. 30 seconds later, the Baldo footage comes up on screen. And I will just, you can just go look up a trailer of that. I had a good laugh. Trust me, I had a good laugh. But that was my problem with that whole presentation, if you must know. I wish I had been streaming for that purpose, because I would have said it right before it came on. I fucking... It's like... You know... I don't know what to say. It's just, it's all cutesy and like upbeat, and it just feels... I don't want to go back to this because I don't want to overemphasize the importance of this, you know, but I talked about a bit like about sincerity and verisimilitude and shit like that in the Mega Micro videos and the Rain World thing. But like the whole indie scene just seems dishonest, you know, in a way. It's like it's just presenting this version of life that's like sugar-coated and designed to try and make you feel good, but in the most ham-fisted way imaginable. It's like and the problem is that if you are trying to be Ghibli, you're not Ghibli. You're not. You don't have the skill, you know? You don't have the skill to do it, so don't try because you're not there. You're just going to be an imitation of something which is better. Yeah, and like all those indies were they just had that vibe to them, and I just don't like it. Now, I can enjoy a game like that sometimes. Schmaltzy, there's a good fucking word right there. I like that one, Mr. Illuminati. Schmaltzy. That's a good fucking way of putting it, all right. It's schmaltzy. It's, you know, you have to earn it. You're not earning it. As it was kind of like what I was saying about Ori the other day. Ori, you're not earning it. You know, you need to earn it first, and then you give me the payoff. You know, you need to earn it. You know, like Pixar do the same thing. You know, they're visually, it's not like Ghibli. Pixar do the same thing, and when they're on their game, they earn it. They do a good job of earning it. You know what I mean? Like with Up or Wall-E or whatever, they earn it and it's good. But the indie scene is trying to capture that, and it's just... it's not working for me anyway. It's not working for me. So That's how I felt about that presentation, if you must know. I don't want to do blue spheres, so away we go. I'm seriously gonna stop streaming in a little while. I'm expecting this PS5 thing to be pretty boring unless they announce full backwards compatibility. But I do want to watch it, and I don't want to stream it. Don't want to stream it. I'm not set up to do that right now anyway, so. So we will be stopping in exactly 40 minutes or less, let's say. Alright. I'm sorry about my rant. I'm sorry, you know. I get very ranty. You put me on, you know. I get very ranty. I have a problem. I have a problem, you know. I'm bottled up. I bottle myself up. I always like the aesthetics of this zone. I think it's cool. More so in the next part, but it's cool. Especially considering it's a fucking mushroom level, you know? Typically a Mario thing in a Sonic game. I think it's pretty cool. It doesn't feel like a Mario thing when you play it, you know? Which is good. Do you prefer the Sonic 3 half or the Sonic and Knuckles half? You know, I go back and forth on that. Right now, I would say the Sonic and Knuckles half. I think they're not so far apart in quality, you know, but I'm not a big fan of the Carnival Night level. And also, especially after the last stream, I felt like the fucking Marble Garden, is that it? I felt like that went on forever. Last time, when I was streaming last time. So. On the other hand, not such a big fan of the desert stages on the Knuckles side. Not my favorite ones. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm a Sonic 2 chat, you know? And that's that. Yeah, I'm saying you asked the wrong question. No, I honestly don't know which one's the best. They're all good. They're all good. Just thinking out loud here, I do wonder if maybe the Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles stages are kind of non-linear or kind of wide to a fault, where there's a lot of routes that you're much more likely to end up on, and maybe they could have taken all the energy spent on those and kind of spent it on Sonic 2 style levels, which still have a couple of routes, but not as much. Maybe you would have got an extra world or two. There's an awful lot of surface level in these things that you're probably never going to touch. Do I really have to do this right? It looks like... Everybody talking about their favorite Sonic game? What the fuck is the right time to do this? There we go. I better not go too far right there, because I could end up somewhere I don't want to be. Too far to the left, I mean. Yeah, it's cool that the color palette changes mid-level like this as well. Playing these old games, I often get caught up in, like, just thinking about how easy it was back then to do something cool, you know? I mean, it was difficult in its own way, but they really just changed a couple of values, and it has a big impact because it's not something that lots of other games did all the time, you know? And just little things like that. Like the kind of scenarios you could present, like think of the Shinobi game I was just streaming. The kind of scenarios you could present in that game through very simple means. Like a giant fucking fortress with big jets coming out of the bottom of it. You know, you think about what it takes to give that same impression these days, and it's such a nightmare. It's nice how crazy things could get, how easy back then, you know? Always like that boss. I like that kind of boss, but I think it's one of my criticisms of Mania is it's got a couple of bosses like that, and it drags them out way too long. The Mania bosses, some of them anyway, just go on for fucking ages. No, easy. I'm not being kind there. I know it took a lot of skill to make Sonic, but I just mean in terms of like, you know what I mean, the amount of effort that it takes to present something crazy in a game like this. It's just on a whole other level these days. It's prohibitive these days in a way that it wasn't back then, I think. Thought there was one of those cylinder things there to save me. Yeah, I think I gotta give it to Sonic and Knuckles. You know, flying battery, the magma level, mushroom. All good. The space level is maybe kind of the beginning of Sonic doing those things where you just end up on a big fucking roller coaster you have no control over for ages, where it does those things where you wub 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 around in the air for no reason. So that's another mark against the Knuckles side. Upside down gimmick is a pretty well traveled gimmick, but I like it. No problems with it. I always found that part of the level pretty weird, even when I was a kid. Something about that's not right. Making you jump onto a vertical version of this that's about to go up into a thing that can crush you. Oh yeah, I love this as well. The fake things. It's cool. Whoops. Not a big fan of those, for reasons just made clear. A lot of indie devs are introverted, progressive types that grew up on Nintendo games. This could explain their strange obsession with depicting utopian settings in their games. That's quite the psychoanalysis there. I think you should forward that to GDC, see what they have to say about it. I don't know what it is that explains it, but I do think it's overdone these days, you know? It's just, it's the kind of thing where there's games that have already skillfully done things like that, like Journey and Eco and stuff. So, if you're gonna do it, you gotta be good at it. You know? You gotta be good. I think... I'm doing my own psychoanalysis here, you know? But I think that some indies maybe see it as a way of doing something easy. Something, like, that they can get a grip on easily and maybe won't be put under too much scrutiny, but... Not in my head, anyway. I don't know. Sort of turn your brain off, feel good type thing, you know? But that doesn't give it an excuse to expect you to care automatically, in my mind, you know? Still gotta earn it. I think I've maybe overused the word Ghibli, especially because I've never been sure I'm pronouncing it right, but it was just the first sort of word that came to mind to describe what it is. I think that they're all the kind of common uniting element. The problem is as well, you can't... It's like you can't trash talk it. You know what I mean? You're not allowed because it's nice and warm and cuddly. It's like trying to be angry at a puppy or something, you know? I think the only problem with this boss is that you get used to being able to destroy Sonic bosses really quickly, whereas this one has a sort of a set speed. But it's a great boss, I think. Simple, but it's worth the twist, and you can't turn your brain off totally when you do it. You do have to time your jump, your movement away every time. So there's a little challenge there. Good stuff. I can't believe that they have a fucking unique track for every level in this game. It's amazing. It's amazing. Unless there's maybe one level that reuses one for whatever reason, but so fucking good that the way that they did this. Like, not only is it good music, but it's unique for every fucking stage, you know? This is one way that Sonic blows Mario out of water. I remember that when I was a kid, playing the Mario games, you know, they're good games, but then you play it and you hear the same fucking music over and over again. Whereas in Sonic, it's just, boom, fuck off! You wanna hear that one again? Fuck off! You get to hear this music for 3 minutes and then it's gone forever. I'm surprised Mario 1 even has 4 tracks. Does it? It's got one for the Bowser stages, one for the regular stages, one for underground. And a 4th one, apparently. Ah, water. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I have the headphones on and it's fucking amazing. Guys, this is an experience, you know? Playing Sonic in 480p, upscaled to 1080p on a 4K screen. This is shit, I will say this. That's pure shit right there. That's garbage. But yeah, okay. Still a great level. I don't mind these bits where you have to slow down in Sonic, you know? Bit of platforming is good for you. I think you just saw the power of blast processing, fellas. No, 4K doesn't help at all. You're just seeing bigger pixels, essentially. Oh, nearly died there. The rings alternate which ear you hear them in. Kind of. They're kind of in the center, but they're slightly off-center, I mean. Oh, I should have gone through that. I don't know why I didn't. Keep thinking of blue spheres. Which Sonic sprite do you prefer? I think Mania has the best one. From the original three, I don't know. Whichever one is closest to the Mania one is probably my favorite. I looked at a comparison I saw, and I think the Mania one is the best one. They took the best aspects there. I like how... I think Mania does the thing where his feet sort of turn it... Like, they do a more interesting thing when you're running at high speed. Which is cool, which is from CD, isn't it? An Irish Colchi girl once told me that St. Paddy was Welsh. Is this true? I think he was Scottish. He wasn't Irish anyway. Maybe he's Welsh, yeah. No, that's probably not common knowledge outside of Ireland and wherever he's from. About to lose 187 rings. I'll try to hang on to them. I can't really remember this boss though. Oh. He does 4 in a row, really? So if I just... Man, this is easy. What is this, a kid's game or something? There we go. I'll say, one thing I don't like, one thing I think they could have done in Mania which I don't really like about the later games. It's only in Sonic 1, isn't it? But the end of the stage, Sonic just sort of fucking stands there. I don't like that. That's not Sonic. That's not a Sonic thing to do. Him just standing there. It's like dumb, typical Japanese mascot gotta give the like peace sign or whatever, you know? He should be running. He should be running at the end of every stage. And then the next stage starts with you already running. That's the way every level should end and every level should begin. Or most of them anyway. That's Sonic, you know? Come on! Come on! Yeah, well, you see, I was a Mega Drive kid, so... No, I don't actually have my Sonic plushie. He's not even in this house. No, he's back in my parents' house. What do I do here again? Do I fall? I forget. I'll just fall. I have 17 lives anyway. Yeah. This level isn't that bad. I think it's the other one that I don't like. I don't even mind. I don't mind timed elements or anything like that. They're just. Yeah, no, I don't really mind this level. I think it's got a nice mixture of smoothness and slowing you down just enough. Okay, I'll take it back there. I don't like that bit at all. I do have a Sonic sort of stretchy thing. Like a stress relief thing? I don't use it, but yeah, a little stretchy Sonic thing. It's on my shelf. I don't have much game decoration or anything like that, but I do have a little Tanuki Mario light thing as well. I don't even have batteries in it, so it doesn't. I don't bother lighting it up. But it's a little, yeah, like a stretch arm Sonic thing, yeah. And yeah, little Mario thing. Keep a pretty tidy room, but I do have a couple of little bits and pieces. This room is going to be absolutely filled with wonderful 101 plastic junk by this time next year, and I fucking love it. I love it. I would definitely buy a Slugcat plush if they made one. It would have to be good though. I think it's the kind of thing, you know, because they're indie developers that they could cheap out on and sort of give you a low quality one. Thank you, I'm glad I got my wonderful 101 merch as well. I can't believe the amount of wonderful 101 stuff I'm about to own. It's amazing. Oh, they did a plushie. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have the vinyl myself, actually. Well, I think you should be skeptical, you know? It's good to have some skepticism about these things. But I would hope that you give the game a try, you know? And I'm not hyping it by saying that I am really happy to have a load of fucking merch. It's just the way I feel about it. It's my favorite game, you know? Just really nice to go from your favorite game being dead to now you have an absurd amount of stuff arriving, you know? It's just nice. Yeah, I never got what they were thinking with this boss. It's very weird. Oh, no! I didn't think he could hit me. You get some spooky ghosts here. I hope there's nobody's got their kids watching or anything, because shit's about to get very spooky. You know, this is an 18s plus game. You're supposed to hit that thing in the head, yeah. Only ever killed it that way, you just stand at the edge. We in one of those infinite loops. Looks like. Yeah. Can't remember how to get off this one. Mr. Sakaguchi's Wild Ride. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit got spooky there, fellas. I think the ghosts actually are appropriately spooky looking for a game like this. I must have to use this thing if it was here. Thanks for the warning about the conference. Yeah, I'll stop soon. I'm gonna stop streaming. It's gonna be an abrupt ending compared to usual. I'm not gonna do my usual 10-minute goodbye. Alright? I might actually die to these right now. I need a thing. Oh no! I was trying to. I was trying to like demo to you in case somebody hadn't played the game what it looks like when they get all spooky. So I was waiting to hit the button. Thank you, Seema. I hope you have a nice day as well. Hope you all have a nice day. Hope those of you who can stay home are staying home, by the way. You know, I'm giving you some entertainment here. You know, giving you an incentive. In all seriousness, it does seem like some people aren't taking the whole Corona thing seriously enough. I think some people are blowing it out of proportion as well, you know, but there's a nice middle ground to be found where you don't fucking go out unnecessarily, but you also don't scream as though the world is coming to an end. I can't stream the conference, sorry fellas, I'm not set up to do it. Roommate goes out in public with a gas mask and filter. Yeah, that might be overkill, alright. I haven't 1cc'd Next Machina yet, no. I haven't played it that much lately. I've been playing a bunch of stuff to try and do smaller videos. I would say Next Machina is one of them, but I haven't 1cc'd it yet, so that's on hold until I've done that. I've gotten very deep into the game though, obviously, you know. I fucking have the bad habit of just restarting all the time, you know? Because, for example, I know I can do the first level near perfectly. I've gotten, like, what must be close to optimal scores on the first level. So then when I don't get it, I then restart, you know? Sometimes, not all the time, but... Anything your subs can do to make video making more enjoyable? No. That's all on me, you know? Yous are all great, you know? They're all very understanding. Fucking, I felt so guilty reading one of the comments on the last stream when I was having my little moan, you know? Like, yeah, it's just bullshit, you know? I haven't actually reviewed a horror game. It's on my bucket list, you know? No, I don't plan on doing any more DMC commentaries. I wouldn't rule it out 100%, but if I was going to do a commentary, like, I think it's clear now that the commentary thing is a review series of Kamiya's, or a commentary series of Kamiya's games, you know, going down that lineage. If I was going to do another action game, it would probably be something else. I do have a non-cameo game I want to do a commentary for. It's not Bloodborne or anything like that. It's not going to be one that people are looking for. So I do have something else I want to do a commentary for. It has unfortunately eluded me so far, which bugs me a little bit. But yeah, it would be much shorter as well. It would be a much shorter commentary than any of my other ones. But as well, like, I'm not that good at the game, but I would rather try and spend if I was going to spend a commentary, it would be to do something like God Hand instead, you know? Get some more eyeballs on that game. Or actually, ignoring the game I just alluded to. I'm sorry I do these frustrating illusions from time to time, you know, but it helps keep me motivated when I can drop something as a surprise for people. I know it must be frustrating to go, oh, I have a game that I'm thinking of, but you don't know it. Already? That was quick. All right.
Yeah, I didn't ready downstairs.
Thanks.
Should I say hello?
You can say hello if you want.
Hello?
People are going to be annoyed now because I'm finishing up in a few minutes and you're just going to say hello and then fuck off.
I hope everyone is enjoying quarantine.
You hope what?
Everyone's enjoying quarantine.
Yeah. You go, everybody misses you. Not saying hello. There you go.
I've had enough.
You've had enough?
Yeah.
She says she's had enough. She's off again. Bye. See you later. She just brought me a cup of tea. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, commentary thing. Yeah, if I was see you in 2 years, yeah, she's gone. Ask her if she wants to read questions for 3 hours. I'll tell her that one. She'll have a laugh at that one. Yeah, so ignoring that one, and obviously Okami or Bayonetta or whatever I do next on that front. Resident Evil 4, would love to do a commentary on that, but it's a huge game. It's a huge game, and I need to play it a lot more. But if you were to ask me in an ideal world, which one would I do, apart from the ones that I have planned already? Resi 4, man. Love that game. You know, the thing about the commentary is there is a bit of selfishness to it because it kind of gives me an excuse to spend a shitload of time with a game, and I find that interesting and helpful to take a game that I have a lot of love for and really break it down to the maximum extent that I can. So I would love to do that with Resi 4. No, I never finished that Resi 4 save file. I'm gonna drink my tea. I might just stop here, drink my tea, and give up streaming. And answer a couple of questions. Talk about Resi 4 a bit more. I haven't finished that one. I could go back and finish that one on stream. I'd probably just start it again if I was gonna stream it again. You know, the stream is not about going through the whole fucking thing. All right, we can start over and go again to get our head cut off a few more times in the beginning. Yeah, a lot of people listen to my videos to fall asleep. I've been tempted to put up a goal because I can't come up with anything to incentivize more donations on the Patreon because I don't want to lock anything behind a paywall, you know. But I was tempted to put up I might do this. I might not. I was tempted to put up like a goal for reading some bedtime stories. You know, ASMR, whatever. If that's I don't know how to do ASMR, but I know people like to go to sleep with my voice. So read some public domain bedtime stories. You know. The problem is I'd have to do the voices. I'd have to read dialogue. That would be the hard part of that, and I wouldn't put much effort into that. Let me tell you. I would probably read fairy tales, you know? The Emperor's New Clothes and all that shit. Posting pictures of my feet. Yeah, I don't think anybody's interested in that exactly. Now that's an interesting coincidence, Talbot. Jerk off instructions. Well, what's the goal exactly? Put a high enough price on it, maybe. I mean, it's not like I have to do anything, you know. Did the YouTube comment get to you? You mean the one that I was talking about earlier? I don't know what one you mean. Yeah, talk the one about just like somebody wrote a on the last stream. Somebody wrote a big thing saying you don't have to worry about complaining and all. That just makes me feel worse. I don't mean to be bad, but I looked at it and I was just like, no, I feel even worse. Because somebody felt compelled to type all this shit out. It's like I read it all and I appreciate it, and it's got lots of thumbs up, and it's nice to see. But it's like I shouldn't be doing that in the first place. I shouldn't be putting anybody in the position that they have to. Oh, it was you, AC. No, don't worry. Seriously, it's just I know it comes from a good place. It's just one of those funny things. That's all. This is one of those funny things. Oh God. Big fans with big hearts. Yeah, I can agree. To that. Have you ever played the 60 FPS Demon Souls on the emulator? No, I haven't actually. Everybody's talking about finishing Baba as you. I still have a few stages left to do in Baba actually. I need to get back to it. It's the kind of thing where I fell off it for whatever reason, and now I feel like if I go back to it, I'm just going to be stumped because I'm not in the mindset. So I should probably go back and do some easy levels again. I got hung up on something. This is maybe a criticism of the game, maybe not, but I got hung up on something which I'm not sure is possible. In the later stages, I think some of you will know kind of what I'm alluding to, but you end up in a space where there's things where you don't know if they're possible, and you can kind of waste time trying to do them or not, I did play some Kingsfield. Yeah, I went back and played some. It's kind of confusing which one I played because I should take the headphones off. Not even listening to anything. It's kind of confusing which one I played because it's one that was released in the US. But didn't. I don't know. It was Kingsfield 2 or 4 or something like that. It was a PS1 one. I had a surprisingly good time with it, but I didn't feel compelled to finish it. I got to a point where I was spending a lot of time walking around and stuff. I'm not sure how far I got, but I did. Once you get into the groove of it, it can be surprisingly enjoyable. Mostly, though, I feel like I got a good enough grip on it to kind of know what Kingsfield was about, which was relief after all this time. Well, the relief for me was after all this time, I don't think there's much or anything that I would change in that Demon Souls video as a result of having played Kingsfield. So that was a relief. I would need to spend more time with it, but yeah. How often are you tempted to respond to "Have you played?" question with a straight yes or no? I do that sometimes. Yeah, yeah. It's a dick move, but you get asked so much stuff and so many repetitive questions and stuff. At some point, you just gotta go. Well, you didn't ask me a specific enough question, so you get your yes or your no, and that's it. That's it. Yeah, something along those lines, Joe. I don't want to go into too much on the chat because I don't want to spoil the game for anybody, but certain things, like I am very deep into the game, right? Very deep. I've had several revelations about the game, you could say, and just I'm part way through that stuff, and I just don't know if something that I've noticed is or isn't possible in the way that I think it is just yet. That's all. Have you played any Atari games? Yeah, I have, unfortunately. What are you wearing? I'm not actually wearing a Hawaiian shirt right now. I'm wearing sort of. I'm wearing a t-shirt and pajama trousers. Kind of. They're not. They're elegant enough pajama trousers. They look almost like tracksuit trousers or something, but they're light and I don't know. Yes, I have. I've played Disco Elysium. Yeah, yeah. Might talk about it at some point. No, I haven't decided yet. A lot of other games that I would need to get to first. Jeggings. Who's your favorite StarCraft player? I wish I had one. Wish I had one. There was a good game on yesterday, I think it was, Brood War. It was pretty fucking weird where the whole map got split up. I don't end up watching it that much, but I'm on my sleep schedule is in a good place right now where I'm waking up at around 6 a.m. and I find it really comfy to be up in the morning time and have the stream on the the Brood War stream on. Just something about that's just really comfy for me. So I try that on sometimes. And yeah, there was an interesting game where the map got split in half, where the Protoss was all in the middle. I mean, in a really weird way, and the Zerg was on the edges and stuff. I can't remember who won it though. The Protoss, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Protoss. Change the avatar to be different from the regular channel. Yeah, I probably should. I like my TAS 100 avatar that I have on Twitter. I was thinking of just making that the avatar for everything now at this point. I think at this point I prefer it to the default one. Plus I like that I made it in a game, you know? Did you ever really get into Smash Bros? Not to that degree, no. No. I played a lot of Melee back in the day, but not to that degree. I was very young and wasn't really on the internet at that time and didn't know about the tech or anything like that. But we did kind of take it seriously among our little group. Sometimes, we had casual matches, but there was me and another fella who would have more serious matches sometimes. That was fun. It was fun. What tier did you back for the Wonderful 101 Kickstarter? I got in at Wonderful Toys tier, which is breaking the bank for me. But I got in at the Toys tier before it became the Remix tier. So it's apparently being sold to me, at cost or maybe less than that. So it's hard to feel bad about spending that much money on it. I kind of wish I had gone for the Platinum Trophy tier because I think that would be the thing that I would want most out of the whole collection. It's just cool to have something that's actually in the game like that, to have the Platinum Trophy that way. I think that would be really cool, but it was too much. It was out of my price range, Yeah, I find speedrunning interesting. I don't watch them that often, but yeah, it's an interesting thing, all right, yeah. Dipped your toes in the mobile gaming space. Probably not as much as I should, considering it's my job, but yeah, I do feel like maybe I should have a greater awareness of that stuff, but I could say the same about some other things as well, like racing games and, even things I'm trying to rectify, like the CRPGs. I'm trying to rectify that, but there's always more to know, and you gotta pick and choose your battles. I can't know everything, can't learn about everything, and I can't say that I'm particularly optimistic about the mobile game space, so that one gets left by the wayside. You used to say the videos were a temporary thing. Is that still the case? Ideally, yeah. Can't say I've made any moves off that front just yet, but It's one of the reasons why I want to become more casual about this, because I need time. I need time to try my hand at other things. Would you like to play a stop motion game in the style of Jason and the Argonauts? Seems like a very specific question. I don't see why I wouldn't, but isn't there Hylix, and there are stop motion games like that Armacrog and things like that. Do you know anything about game development? I was a programmer in a former life. Yeah, I know a thing or two about games development. Not as much as I wish I did, but yeah. Yeah, I should probably go. The Sony stream is coming up. Well, I think I got a blitz of questions and stuff done at the end, right? So, I'm going to go. Like I said, I said I wasn't going to draw it out this time. So, I'm going to go, and I hope it was enjoyable. Already feels like a lifetime ago that I beat Shinobi 3 from my perspective. So, all right. Yeah, I'm heading off. Yeah, here's hoping that there's something interesting in that stream, because we're cutting off our stream to go watch it, right? But at least you have something to do now, okay? So, off you go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I might stream again soon. It's been easy to set it up now, and who knows, more Mega Drive games. I'm on a Mega Drive kick right now. Like I said, it's the easiest thing to do because the headphones go into the console itself, I still didn't bother looking up how to get headphones into my TV, so I'll have to solve that problem. But yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. All right? Bye-bye.